Hello beautiful people and welcome. So today we're doing another monthly check-in with the person on your mind on their realizations about you and this connection, and we'll be getting tarot, oracle cards, and channeled messages as usual. But please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not every message may be meant for you, and please trust your own inner guidance over mine or anyone else's. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, personal readings are back. You can find the links for that in the description box below. And with that said, I will leave you to focus on which deck calls to you the most, and I'll see you soon. Hello my beautiful pile ones and welcome. So I already have your oracle cards today. Surprise! I know I've been live shuffling a lot lately, but I figured I would do it beforehand today. I don't really know why, I just kind of felt like it. So let's get into it. We have South Node, Life's Debts, number 42. We have Happiness, we have Mystery, and we have number 5, Mars Force. So we have Aries energy. This could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. I'm also getting Pisces energy for some reason, so that could be relevant, but again, it absolutely doesn't have to be. I feel like this person is realizing that they have been searching for happiness outside of them when they should have been looking within instead. I feel like they're not completely unaware of their self or anything. They're not unaware or disconnected from their self, but I feel like they haven't healed or found themselves as much as they may have thought previously. It feels like they thought they had everything under control, like they knew everything that they needed to know, and maybe they've made some decisions based on that perception in the past. For some of you, I feel that this person may have walked away with this Mars energy, or like they could have taken control over this situation in a way that it may have led to some kind of ending or some kind of separation between the two of you, with the South Node card as well. This is the Ten of Swords in the tarot, and it feels like an energy of almost giving up on this connection due to obstacles that they may have perceived. But with this Mystery card as well, it feels like maybe the obstacles were more within than without, like this person may have perceived them to be in the past. I feel like they weren't completely unaware that maybe they needed to do some healing, or they needed to focus on themselves for a while, or they needed to focus on their career or developing some kind of skill, but I feel like they weren't aware of how much inner work they needed to do and how much energy they needed to put into themselves still. I feel like maybe they had already felt like they decided what they want to do with their life, and they already had some kind of predetermined path at the time you met them, or maybe they were already in the middle of something. And it feels like they decided to maybe continue on that path, or maybe they weren't very flexible when it comes to their future. But I feel like they're realizing now that they didn't actually have a fully solid idea of what they want in their future. I feel like this person is still changing, but they may have felt like they were already at their final self. They may have felt like they already found themselves and they know what they want exactly, and they're just going to follow their predetermined path. But I feel like they're realizing that they can't just be in control of everything. They can't just predict everything. And I think they're coming to realize that they may have been a little bit hasty when it comes to making decisions around this connection as well, because it feels like now that their life is changing, now that things are shifting or their desires are changing, they may be creating space for this connection unknowingly for most of you is what I feel, not because they wouldn't be interested in this connection, not because they don't want it in their life, but more so because I feel like their energy is currently focused on other things. So it feels like they may be coming to realize that as their path kind of twists and turns and they change, there is more space that is becoming available for this connection. So it wasn't as impossible as they may have felt like it was in the past, or maybe they felt like they didn't have space for romance in their life, or they didn't have space for this connection in their life. But I think that perception is changing, and they're realizing that they may have been a little too stubborn, or they may have been a little too fixated in their energy when it comes to making space or changing paths. It feels like this person's becoming more fluid, is the word that's coming to mind for some reason. But let's clarify with some tarot to see what else wants to come through, what this person is realizing, or what they've realized, or what they're about to realize about this connection. The timeline will be different for every situation, so take these messages however they resonate with you, if they resonate with you. What has this person? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I just saw the Four of Cups, so I feel like this person may have rejected you, or not necessarily rejected you, but they may have walked away from this connection, or because it doesn't feel like, if there was a separation here, it doesn't feel like it was because someone didn't want this, or it doesn't feel like it's because the feelings weren't there. It feels like it had to do with more practical things. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I think this person is realizing that they kind of manifested a separation here with their thought. Maybe they're not using the word manifestation necessarily, but I feel like they are realizing that their thoughts and where they were coming from in terms of their energy and their subconscious, I feel like they're realizing that their energy had a lot to do with the ending here, when in the past they may have tied it more to practicalities, or maybe the two of you being at a distance, or focusing on different things. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm hearing, I'm not where I want to be. We have the High Priestess, we have the Fool, we have some more Aries energy. We also had it with the Oracles, and we have Cancer with the High Priestess. I just saw the Hermit in reverse, so Virgo energy could be significant as well, but it more so feels like, again, this person is kind of realizing that a lot of the things that they may have been worried about, or a lot of things that they may have presented to you as reasons why maybe this connection wouldn't work, or there needed to be a separation, or they need to do something else, it feels like a lot of that was internally generated. And I think they are coming to realize how much of an effect their thoughts had on how things played out in this connection. I feel like they still feel very connected to you. You might already be very intuitive and completely aware of all of this. I think this person dreams about you a lot. It's almost like they're kind of haunted by you. And I don't think they hate it, to be honest. It feels like they're not very uncomfortable in that energy. It feels like it's almost more comfortable than uncomfortable for them to be reminded of you. We have the Page of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Nine of Swords in reverse, please, universe? We have the Hermit, so Virgo energy. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups, please? I think this person finds you to be inspirational. I think you enhance their creativity. I'm not sure why that is coming through, but it feels like it might be important for you to know as well, especially if they write stuff, or if they paint, or if they make music. Even if they make posts on social media, I feel like there is something that they create that is inspired by you. For some of you, this may be completely unknown to you. It may be that they draw you in their sketchbook, or they just journal about you even. It could be anything, but I feel like you really had a huge impact on this person. And I think they already were aware of it, so it doesn't feel like a new realization, but it feels like even if you are separated, this is very much like something that they're aware of. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse for me has very strong Leo energy, and other than that, it's a lot about self-respect. I feel like maybe if there was a separation here, you acted in a really noble way, in a really graceful way, and I think this person really admires you for it. I think they see you as someone incredibly radiant, and again, incredibly inspirational. I'm getting a very intuitive energy from you, or this person may feel like you kind of see through them, or you can read them very easily, or you really understand them in some way. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. This for me is an energy of confessions or coming clean, and it almost feels like they're confessing to themselves that they haven't found what they were looking for, or what they're looking for has changed in terms of maybe their career or something else they were pursuing. I feel like this person's very much aware that they need to do some inner work still, that they need to focus on themselves, but at the same time, I think they see you as someone who enhances that process rather than hinder it. For some of you in the past, this person may have been afraid of getting too attached to you, or giving too much energy into this connection so that maybe they wouldn't be able to focus on their own self. But I feel like they're realizing again that a lot of that was just internally generated and ego-based fears. Again, this brings me back to the idea that this person may not have been as healed as they may have thought in the past. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. This is honestly such a beautiful energy. It feels like they may have had a lot of negative self-talk or a lot of self-limiting beliefs in the past, but with the Page of Swords upright, this for me shows a healing of their inner monologue. It feels like now the things they tell themselves is different. It feels like they're that was a horrible sentence. I feel like their relationship with their own self is a lot more transparent and a lot healthier than before. And I think they're realizing that they've made a lot of progress, but they still have some ways to go. With the Fool and the Hanged Man in reverse, we have Pisces here as well, with the Hanged Man, which I was already kind of getting at the start of the reading, but it feels like their perspective is just changing in a really healthy and a really beautifully self-serving way. I feel like they realize that there's still more to discover when it comes to their own self, but I feel like that motivates them rather than scare them off, or rather than make them feel defeated because they've been putting a lot of work into themselves and they still aren't at that final point. I feel like they're learning to really value the journey rather than like having a to-do list of tasks that they need to do to get where they want to be. I feel like they're focusing on the tasks themselves rather than just trying to complete something, trying to complete a to-do list. That's what it feels like. I hope that makes sense. And I cut the deck in half, by the way, and we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this person has a lot of appreciation, a lot of pure feelings for you. I feel like this is someone you can trust in terms of if you're going back and questioning like the things they've said, or if you're questioning their intentions in the past. Some of you may feel like tricked by this person in some way or fooled, but I feel like that isn't the case here at all. Of course, you're the best judge of your situation, but I feel like here it's important to almost not revisit the past in a way that might be not helpful. It's important to take the past as it is rather than try to come up with a backstory on maybe why this didn't work out or something of that sort, because I feel like this person was honest with you. I don't think it was that they were hiding secrets or that they didn't want you or anything. I feel like their feelings for you and what they may have shared with you, I feel like all of that was genuine. I feel like maybe they weren't fully aware of the reasons why they may have felt this connection wasn't fully possible, but I think they were completely right about the fact that their feelings for you are real and deep and genuine, and they're not feelings that just go away just because they haven't seen you in some time. I feel like you have made a huge impact on this person, and I feel like they've done the same to you. It feels like this feels like a connection where there was, and possibly still is for most of you, potential for something really healthy. And it almost feels like this was cut short because that energy was not supposed to turn into something that wasn't healthy anymore. I feel like this person also wanted to protect the connection in some way, and that may sound counterintuitive to pause something before it gets like too out of hand or before it has a chance to be properly grounded, but I feel like they did this to protect the potential of the connection, not knowing whether it would come together again or not. But I feel like this person might be someone who would rather like preserve the beauty of the connection and risk allowing it to just stay in the past than risk it to turn it into something unhealthy and harmful or hurtful, or something that's going to affect you negatively. I feel like this person still really cares about you. I almost feel like they may get kind of anxious when trying to explain themselves, because I feel like it's important for them to feel like they're completely understood by you. And I feel like they really care about how you view them. And it almost feels like, I feel like I'm stumbling over my words. And I feel like this time it's not me. I feel like it's more so this person just trying to make sure that everything is like clear, and you know that they are not trying to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. But I want to get some channeled messages from them now to see what they would say to you, if they could say anything at all. We have, I find it really difficult to open up to people. Oh. I'm trying my best to figure this out. I want you by my side. I'm so grateful to have met you. Absolutely. Honestly, that came through so strongly in this reading. We also have you deserve better. I think this person feels like you deserve the best. And if you decide that, if you cross paths again and you decide that you don't want them, or you've moved on, I feel like this is someone that would respect that. I feel like they have so much respect for you and for your boundaries as well. And I think they really value your opinion and your perspective and your wisdom as well. We have, do you still love me? I had a dream about you last night. Did I say this? I feel like I did. I definitely thought about it, but I often forget what I talked about when I channel. So I may not have said it, but I promise I thought about it and I felt it in the reading too. We have, I'm terrified of losing you. I feel like this also refers to, like, I tie this back to the energy I was talking about not wanting this connection to be tarnished. We have, I don't want to let you go, and bottom deck energy is healing. I don't know what's up with my voice. But let's also get you some of the little messages. All right. I need more balance. I want to give this another chance. I want you in my life. Oh, I literally lost a message. I think it went back into the bag. Maybe it didn't want to come out. Okay, well, we'll just do the rest. It's too complicated. I don't know where to begin. I think this has a lot to do with self-expression, and them really wanting to make sure they're really understood. We have, you have to focus on yourself. Please hold space for me in your heart. Nobody can make me feel the way you do. There is no one else like you. Oh, you guys. I can't say goodbye to you again. And then there's a message we lost, but I guess it doesn't want to come out, so I'll just let it be. But let's get you some advice. So there any advice for my beautiful pile ones, please, universe? Any advice? We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, have faith in your dreams. Aries energy for me, for some reason, is very physical. So I feel like if you haven't seen them in a while, for some of you, there may be like an opportunity to see each other again. We also have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini, which is also my card for incoming communication that offers you clarity in the situation, whether this is from this person or from the universe. But yeah, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile ones. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile twos, and welcome. So I pre-shuffled today. Let's look at your cards. We have number 50, Saturn return, age. We have disruption. We have cleanse. And we have number 16, Cancer, I feel. Now, this feels like the calm after the storm to me. This person's energy, I feel like it's accepting in some way. I feel like this person is recognizing that they may not have treated you right. I feel like that's not what they're realizing, but I feel like they didn't treat you right, and maybe in the past, this was something that they weren't accepting, or they were just in denial, or they were running from the consequences. But it feels like they are realizing that they need to accept the past as it is, rather than try to rewrite it, or rather than try to change it, because I feel like they're recognizing that they can't change the past, and that the only thing to do is to accept it and learn from it as well. I feel like their energy towards you might still be guarded, a little bit hot and cold as well. It feels slightly frustrated, but at the same time, it feels like they're accepting defeat in terms of fighting against the consequences of what may have happened between the two of you. I feel like there could have been a separation, or you could have just like cut them off or blocked them in some way with this disruption card. It's almost like you have cleared your energy from them, or from their energy. I feel like you have been healing emotionally from this situation, and I feel like this has been a situation that taught you a lot of difficult lessons. And I feel like this person was also kind of supposed to learn from this situation as well, but it feels like for the longest time they were kind of in denial of what happened, or what they needed to do, or they weren't able to really own up too much. But I feel like now they are, no matter what it was that triggered them, no, let me say that again. No matter what it was that kind of triggered this energy of acceptance and a little bit more peace around owning up to what they did. And I don't mean peace as in they're at peace about what happened, or that they're happy about what they did. I mean peace as in I feel like they are learning to accept the consequences of their behavior. So maybe peace isn't necessarily the best word to use here, but I feel like they are trying to be at peace in general as well, and maybe that's why peace is coming through and it's appearing in my mind right now. I feel like it's almost like they had to learn these the hard way. It feels like they could have learned these lessons the easy way, but it feels like maybe they were resisting the consequences of their own behavior, or resisting seeing the truth of this situation, or the truth of what happened, or how much they may have hurt you, because I feel like their self-image or how people see them is important to them. I'm seeing the Hierophant, and for some reason that makes me feel like this person wants other people to look up to them, or other people to have a positive outlook on them. But it feels like maybe this situation woke them up to the fact that their behavior doesn't really match what they want other people to perceive them as. So it feels like it might be that their self-image might be really fragile, in the sense that maybe one small thing happens, or they kind of go to the extremes about their own self, in terms of they may feel like they make one mistake and then there's absolutely no way back from that mistake. They may just label themselves as someone who is like just a bad person, for example, but it's not that black and white. And I feel like this person is recognizing that they are flawed, but that doesn't mean they're a bad person necessarily, or it doesn't have to mean that they can't ever change, or it doesn't have to mean that everybody around them like just dislikes them. I feel like they are realizing that accepting mistakes or owning up to them doesn't change their identity, or doesn't change what already is, because these things have already happened, and it doesn't necessarily change much if they accept them or not, because the past is the past. And I feel like this is an energy of realizing that yes, they fucked up, but that doesn't mean that they can't do other things, or they can't act better in other situations, if that makes sense. I feel like they're learning to not identify with their mistakes, because I feel like if they were running from accepting what happened here, or if they mistreated you and they weren't really accepting how they treated you or seeing the truth of the situation, I feel like it might be because they would just judge their own self really harshly. And that's not to say that they didn't hurt you, or that's not to undermine any difficulties you may have gone through in that situation. But I feel like this person is realizing that they are not their mistakes. They have a lot to learn, they have a lot to grow from, and they're at the beginning of this journey. But again, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It doesn't mean that they can't ever do better, or it just feels like they're becoming more accepting of their own self and their past, and they are seeing that they can learn from these mistakes rather than just write them off as if they never happened, because they're so afraid of being labeled as a bad person, or someone who doesn't treat other people right, or whatever it may be in your specific situation. It just feels like they understand that they may not be able to change the past, but they can change the future and their future behavior from this point on. And of course, it's a process. It's not an overnight solution. I feel like there's quite a bit of inner work to do here, but I feel like this person is realizing that they actually have the power to change. They're not just stuck in this energy forever, or they don't have to be. They don't have to choose to be in this energy, because I think they're realizing that staying in this energy may have been a little bit of a choice on their part because of fear and anxiety. But let's clarify with some tarot to see what wants to come through. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I also saw the Page of Cups, but all right. We have the High Priestess. We have the Three of Swords. There may have been a lot of pain in this connection, possibly also secrets, or this person may not have been entirely honest with you in the past. With the High Priestess being upright, I feel like you're very much aware of all of these energies in this situation at this point. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Cups. I think this person is also realizing that they may not be able to resurrect this connection. Maybe in the past, they thought no matter what, you would kind of go back to them, or you would always give them another chance, especially if you've been really giving towards them. Your energy feels very generous. But it feels like maybe it wasn't reciprocated by this person in the past, with the Two of Cups being in the reverse as well. We have the Magician in reverse. This person, I feel, is definitely realizing that the past has already slipped away, and no amount of rewriting it or overwriting it is going to change what already happened. They may try to make up for their mistakes, and whether this is happening in your situation or whether you are receptive to this or not will be different for every single one of you. But I feel like this person is realizing that no matter what, the past has already passed. And it sounds like a very simple realization, but I feel like this has been a breakthrough for them in terms of their own inner journey. We have the Four of Swords, so you may be in no contact, or you may have blocked them out completely, including their energy. There seems to be a lot of silence, a lot of observing maybe, or inner knowing, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of communication at this point. I feel like the energies in this situation, especially in the past of it, may have been really heavy. It feels like you've grown so much. If there was an ending here, we have the Tower in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person's also realized that for some of you that they should have done something sooner. I'm hearing like it's too late. For for some of you. We also have the Six of Cups. So I do think this person, there is still longing, but it also feels like they may not feel that there's anything that they can do right now in terms of fixing this situation or changing the outcome of this situation. It feels like everything's been said and done. I think you have been very significant to this person. And I feel like you have gained a lot of wisdom through this. And I know the energies here may have been really, really difficult for most of you. It feels very heavy. My heart is with you, my beautiful pile twos. I feel like you've been so strong here, and your energy, it just feels very grounded, almost like mesmerizing. I feel like you have recognized your power through this connection. But I know it really sucks to have had to go through an experience like this, where maybe you weren't treated the way you deserve to be treated. I really feel like this person did you wrong. Is there anything else that wants to come through? We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Most of you may have had to give yourself closure. Is another thing I'm getting. We have Justice as well. I feel like you've been very patient with this person as well. I really feel like you've grown a lot, and I feel like you've learned a lot, and I'm hearing, like, I'm seeing the word proud. I'm not hearing it. I'm seeing it in my mind's eye. I'm seeing a lion as well, so Leo energy could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. I actually want to get you some more oracle cards. I didn't do this for pile one, so don't tell them. But we have a revolution. I feel like this person's energy is shifting. I feel like we have creative power here as well. I think they're really realizing, like, that they really messed up. It feels like they are owning up to it, whether they have told you this or not. I feel like for most of you, they may not tell you this, but I do feel that they are owning up to it, and that they are more than their mistakes. And this might be triggering to hear for some of you, because I do feel that there may be some bad blood here for some of you. But looking at this, like, objectively, I feel like they are taking more responsibility. Even if, like, it's been a long time coming. Is there anything else that wants to come through? I think this person may also realize that in some way they were choosing to not be satisfied, or they were choosing to not be happy, even when they kind of had everything. I am getting like this bittersweet energy, not even bittersweet, but this kind of sadness or sorrow maybe is a better word for it. But let's get you some channeled messages. Oh, is there a little? Yep. All right, we'll take that one as well in a bit. We have You Haunt Me. Is this the end for us? I Love You. You Are So Important to Me. I feel like this person might be making peace with who they are. We have Music. Music could be significant to this connection or to this person, or you could be getting intuitive messages about them through music as well. I'm trying to understand you better. I feel like this person, maybe they didn't have a lot of empathy before, or it was difficult for them to embody this energy, but I feel like you've taught them a lot, whether you recognize this or not. I definitely feel that this hasn't been an easy connection. We have Healing, and I feel like it may have been very triggering as well. But I feel like you've been working really hard on your healing, and I feel like this person is kind of moving into an energy of healing as well. I do feel that for most of you, they may have a lot of work to do, but I feel like they are becoming more aware of their faults and where they haven't healed before. We have You Are Magnetic, as well as Do You Still Love Me? Let's also get you some of the messages from the message bag. Is there anything else? Ooh. All right. Well, we have I Know More Than You Think I Do. There are too many obstacles. Sometimes it feels like you're next to me, even when you're not. It's still very painful. I have too much on my plate right now. I love you so much. You are full of light. I just heard I see it now. I feel sorry for myself. I never stopped loving you. I still care, but I'm too scared to show you that. You know I'm not the one for you. I'm grateful for you. Oh, and we have, I am so sorry. I was literally hearing this the whole time. In a Canadian accent as well. Or what I assume a Canadian accent sounds like, at least. I don't know why, but I do feel that this person is sorry. It may not mean much at this moment in time to you. Maybe too much has already happened or too much time has already passed. But I do feel that they are sorry, whether they tell you this in person or not. I almost feel like crying, like I have a knot in my throat. And I feel like there is like genuine sadness in this person's energy about what they may have done, or that if they've led to a separation. I feel like it does haunt them. But at the same time, they may feel that there's too much water under the bridge at this point, or that there isn't much else left to do but focus on their healing. Ooh. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Any advice? We have a new romantic cycle begins. Most of you may have been manifesting someone new with both of these cards. I'm getting like as above, so below. So if you've been really focused on your healing and doing your inner work, I feel like the majority of you may be in a place where you're wanting to manifest someone new, or you've already manifested someone new. We also have show the world the real you. So I feel like this is really indicative of, in bottom deck energy, is it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. I feel like you've been working so hard, and I feel like the universe is so proud of you. I'm just seeing like rainbows in my mind's eye, just colors kind of bursting everywhere, and it's really big 10 of Cups energy for me. I know this cycle has been hard. I know it's been really difficult, but I feel like you have a lot of blessings on their way to you. I feel like you have a lot to be excited about. I also just saw you are good enough. So for those of you that may still be struggling with this energy, you should know that what happened here does not say anything about your worth, or how this person may have treated you does not determine your worth or your value, because you are incredible. You, like, I don't even know how to put it into words, like the energy I'm seeing. But I hope you feel this way about yourself too, and that you recognize the beauty, the inspirational energy, the strength that you embody. Is there anything else that wants to come through? I'm sorry my sentences are so like chopped. It's just hard for me to describe the energy I'm feeling. I'm often pretty okay at that, but this is a beautiful energy. I'll say that. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile twos. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or another pile. I just got the deck in half, and look at that, as a side note. But if you feel called to do so, I would definitely recommend checking those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care, and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile threes, and welcome. So I pre-shuffled today for once. So let's get into your reading. Let's look at your cards. We have third house messages, number 27, as well as Gemini energy. This could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. We have isolation energy, and number 1, Sun Spirit. So Leo energy could also be significant, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like every pile has had Leo energy, but we are still in Leo season, so this season could be important overall. In the collective. I don't know why I just like blanked out. But yes, let's get into your reading. So the first thing I'm getting is I feel like this person is realizing that they're not alone. You may be in separation from this person mainly because of this isolation and energy cards together. I feel like you are very connected energetically. Also with the third house, I feel like this person could be thinking about you a lot or seeing signs about you a lot. You could be the same. I feel like there is some level of mirroring going on because I feel like the connectedness here is really, really high. I feel like there is a very intense connection here. And I feel like it's almost like you have been putting in a lot of work, because it almost feels like this is this card represents this person and this card represents you, in the sense that I almost feel like you've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of inner work, and I feel like it's been affecting this person as well through the energetic bond that the two of you share. And the reason I'm getting this in a realization reading, I feel, is because this person is realizing how profound and how deep this connection is. They may not fully understand it. I'd be surprised if they have their like head wrapped around it and they understand the full depth of this this connection. But I feel like they are on their way to at least understanding a little bit better, or having a better idea that this connection may be more than what meets the eye, or they may be more to this connection than what meets the eye. But I feel like the main realization they're coming to is also that they're not alone, in the sense that I feel like this person may have been someone who really isolates themselves when they need to heal. And I think they're recognizing that they don't need to go through their healing alone. That doesn't mean someone else doing their healing work for them or taking responsibility for their healing, but I feel like they're recognizing that they don't have to walk this road completely alone. There are a lot of ways to get help, or there are a lot of ways to get support from the people around them. I feel like this might be a time where your person is connecting with friends or making new friends, connecting with their soul family is what I'm getting. And this, for some of you, could be this person's actual family. For others of you, this could be their friends or their co-workers. Whatever it may be, I feel like being surrounded by others is giving this person confidence after a while of kind of isolating and ruminating, and all of this kind of heavy energy that they may have been in the past. I feel like this person is finding more courage and more motivation and more energy overall. And I feel like they're realizing that it may not be as bad as they made it out to be in terms of their outlook and in terms of their own perception of their own self. Because I feel like maybe connecting with others has shown them that they do have a lot to offer, especially in personal relationships, especially if they haven't been the luckiest when it comes to intimate relationships or very close personal social relationships. And this connection may be a situation where this person may have felt like they fell a bit short, or that they weren't able to give as much as they wanted to, or they weren't good enough, or they didn't have enough to give. And I feel like the main thing they're realizing, and the main thing that may manifest as an important factor in this connection as well, is that they are worth more, a lot more than what they may have given themselves credit for in the past. But yes, let's get you some tarot to clarify what else wants to come through. I'm using this beautiful deck gifted to me by the beautiful Crystal on my birthday this year for your reading. It's the first time I'm using this in a general reading, and it's already given me a lot of clarity in my personal life, so I'm hoping it'll also give you a lot of clarity today in this reading. Oops. My shuffling is still a bit wonky because I used to always shuffle like this. I know this is completely irrelevant, but I'm proud of my progress in the sideways one. I don't know what this is called, but I have very small hands. I know you can't really tell on camera, but it's a struggle for me to like properly hold the cards. But yes, let's get into your reading. What has this person realized, or what are they realizing? Thank you. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Fool in reverse. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Tower in reverse. Oh, we have Justice in reverse. Oh. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this person is in the process of releasing self-limiting beliefs and purging any energy that really doesn't help them. I feel like they've been really hard on themselves recently, in the recent past, and I feel like they're kind of learning their lesson around that their self-image is kind of distorted. I feel like they may not have given themselves enough credit in the past. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse as well. They may have been focusing on the wrong things, or they may have been, if they've been like really unsuccessful or really avoidant in their social relationships, they could have just been putting all of their effort into their career or something practical, developing some kind of skill, or education or their family or their home life, whatever it may be. But I feel like they are recognizing that, well, they can't really just avoid interacting with people or being intimate with people, or just like creating profound friendships or running from relationships that feel too intimate to them. They can't keep doing that. I feel like they're realizing that they're just kind of making things harder for themselves with the mindset that they've been in, or that they were making things harder for themselves with the mindset that they've been in. And I feel like they're realizing they haven't really been fair on themselves. And I feel like this person, if they have been like really focused on their career especially, or if they've just been building a lot of skills or trying to gather like accomplishments in some way, I feel like they're recognizing that doesn't mean a lot unless they actually do their inner healing. We did have the sun in your oracles, and this for me can also represent the inner child. And I feel like this person is recognizing that their healing journey goes a lot deeper than just changing their physical, just getting like accomplishments or medals, or getting a raise or a promotion, or getting applause, whatever it may be for them. I feel like they're recognizing that essentially they're not going to be emotionally fulfilled unless they focus on their inner world. And I feel like they are, through kind of connecting with people more, maybe practicing opening up to people more, because I feel like this might be something that's difficult for them. Expressing themselves might be difficult for them, especially with words. I feel like they're learning to speak up more. They're realizing the importance of speaking up more. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups closing this reading and the Tower in reverse, I feel like this person may in the past have viewed themselves as not being worthy of you, or they may have seen this connection as like something that was just probably gonna fail because they weren't gonna be able to make it work. But I feel like with this Knight of Cups, they really do care about you, and I feel like there is this desire to kind of come forward, and I feel like they're realizing that what if it works out, rather than thinking, oh, it probably won't work out. I feel like they're experiencing changes in their mindset that have been very helpful when it comes to this connection as well, or at least how they view this connection as well. I feel like this person may have been grieving this connection in the past, especially if you're in separation or they've like blocked you out in some way, because it feels like they may be the one that was more withdrawn from this connection, or they may have been the one that was kind of running, but they may have kind of pinned it on you. Or this may have been a case of a self-fulfilling prophecy where this person kind of predicted that things weren't going to work out, so they may have acted accordingly, and then when things didn't work out, they were like, oh, I was right, so I'm right about all of these things. But I feel like they're undoing these patterns now. They're undoing what was out of balance. I feel like this person, oh, look at that, we have death right in front of the Two of Pentacles when I cut the deck in half. I feel like this person is going through really intense transformations. I'm getting a lot of healing, a lot of purging. I feel like this isn't necessarily a very easy time for them, but I feel like I also saw the Queen of Swords in reverse, which tells me two things. One is that you may have kind of pulled your energy away from this person as well. Maybe in the past you were a lot more giving, or maybe you were in a little bit of a chaser energy, or maybe you were seeking this person out, but I feel like maybe that's shifted in a way that gave this person enough space to seek as well, to start moving as well. And another thing with the Queen of Swords, I cannot pronounce swords. One thing I'm getting is I feel like maybe this person may be seeking like counsel or advice in some way from someone they trust, or they may be getting they may be going to therapy if they have a lot on their mind that they are dealing with. I feel like their mind has been very chaotic, and I feel like they may have been someone who's really hard on their own self. But it also feels like they're learning to give love to themselves as well. And I feel like it may not be manifesting within this connection at this moment in time, because I do feel this is an ongoing process, rather than this person's like completely done and they just fixed everything overnight, or like they healed everything that was unhealed. It doesn't feel like a very quick moving energy, especially with the Eight of Wands in reverse, but I do feel that they are getting there. I cut the deck and we have the Ten of Cups as well, which is a card of emotional fulfillment and a lot of other beautiful things. And I feel like this person is learning, or they're coming to realize soon, that taking a risk isn't always that bad. It's scary, but it's not always necessarily bad. That's kind of the energy I'm getting, but let's get you some channeled messages to see what they may want to say to you. We have, I'm not ready for this. I feel really vulnerable. I feel like they are opening up, and I do feel it's uncomfortable for them. But honestly, I'm proud of them for opening up. I know it's not easy, and I can feel that it's not easy for them and that they are a little bit restless, but I feel like they're working really hard. And that's worth something. That's worth a lot. We also have I want your attention. I think this person, in some way, for some of you, may want you to see them and want you to see their progress as well. We have I still dream of having you by my side. I will come back. You have the most beautiful mind. I daydream about you. I have feelings for you that I can't explain. And I dropped a card. Oh, and we have healing. And bottom deck energy is mirroring, which for me confirms that there is a very deep connection here. And I think this person is really affected by your energy, and possibly vice versa as well. I'm hearing heart to heart. We have I miss our conversations. I gave you too much of myself. This person may not have had a very strong self-image, and that may be why this energy is coming through. We have I feel disappointed. And my mind completed this too in how I acted. I miss talking to you, so this is coming through very strongly. So communication may be not happening right now. We also have I can't commit right now, because I think they're committed to themselves right now. We have I'm trying to move on. This for me is more so an energy of trying to move on from every energy that's holding them back. I'm struggling without you. I think they're trying to kind of get back on their feet and become more independent. We have did you block me? So some of you may have cut this person off energetically or otherwise. We also have you have too much power over me. I feel like this connection may have been really intense and it may have really thrown them off balance. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from these messages, but I also feel like they're learning to stand on their own. I'm also hearing the song Tessellate in my mind, not by Alt J, but I will link it down below. I mean, the one by Alt J is beautiful as well, so you can also check that out if you feel called to. Just a random song recommendation, I guess. But, I mean, I guess everyone knows that song by now, but I'll also link the other Tessellate I'm talking about if you feel called to check that out as well. And now we have Surrender to the Divine. Whenever this card shows up, it just confirms for me that there is a very deep energetic bond here. Whatever your situation may be, I feel like you are very connected. Whether that connection currently is very active, very strong, or kind of more dormant, I feel like it's still there. It's not lost. Even if you're taking a break from kind of being very connected to this person's energy, I don't think it's completely been cut off. For most of you is what I'm getting. We also have the energies gaining momentum, which confirms that this person is transforming. There is change in their energy. And we also have believe in the impossible. Beautiful energy. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than this feels like beautiful energy, and this, like, the word believe is really standing out to me. So I feel like this person is also believing in themselves more. I feel like they're connecting with people more. There is something about connection. Already at the very beginning of your reading, we had the third house. So I feel like there is more self-expression, more communication, more connection in your person's energy. And I feel like they are possibly wanting to connect with you more as well. Maybe not exactly at this moment, but we have, I miss our conversations and I miss talking to you. So I definitely do feel that there is a desire to communicate when the time is right. We also have expect powerful change. I kept on cutting the deck in half and this card came out every single time pretty much, and bottom deck energy is communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So there is that as well. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile threes. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you so much love, so much light. Take care and bye. Hello, my beautiful pile fours, and welcome. So I pre-shuffled today. Let's look at your cards. We have number 4, Venus, love, Taurus or Libra energy could be significant, but they absolutely don't have to be. We have anxiety. We have love again. Now this makes me want to say that I really wish I life shuffled. This is why I love life shuffling, but I like to switch it up every once in a while as well. But I promise I did not handpick this. It came out on its own, I promise. And we also have number 26, second house owning, so some more Taurus energy. This for me is commitment energy, but at the same time, with this anxiety card being here, I feel like this person is recognizing the depth of their feelings for you. I think they're realizing that they have very deep, very strong feelings for you. I mean, we do have the love card twice. I think there's a lot of attraction here, a lot of admiration, a lot of just this insane pull. Really, I feel like this person really cares about you, and I think they realize that, but at the same time, I think they realize that there is long-term potential here. I think they realize that you are someone that they would want to commit to, but at the same time, they may have some anxiety or some fears around commitment itself. Not commitment to you necessarily, but just commitment overall. They may be in a very independent energy right now, and they may be kind of hesitant to let go of that. Not independent as in like I want to date around or something of that sort. This could be the case for some of you, but I feel like you would know already, because I feel like this person is pretty like honest with their intentions when it comes to you. I'm getting like almost a noble energy. It's like I feel like they mean what they say, and if there is any hesitation, they won't say it. So I feel like whatever they may have told you, I feel like you can trust them, that they are being honest with you and they're not playing with you. I feel like the potential here might scare them a little, to be honest. You might both be pretty young, and they may feel like this is a lot of intense energy to feel at such a young age or at this point in their life. That doesn't have to be the case for every single one of you, but I feel like there might be something with timing, or this person may feel that they're not ready yet. Like it's like they realize that there is potential here and they want to commit, but at the same time, it feels like they also realize that they are not in a place where they're able to just fearlessly commit right now. And what they end up deciding on and what they do with this energy might be different for every single one of you, but I feel like they have realized how strong their feelings are for you and that they're not just going to go away, and that this is something rare. I feel like they recognize how precious you are, how rare it is to find someone like you or to find someone that really gets them. I feel like they see you as an energetic match. I feel like there's a lot of respect here. I feel like they want to spoil you. It doesn't necessarily have to be with material things. It might be, especially if that's what you're into, but I feel like it may also be like really sweet gestures, like, I don't know, cooking for you or surprising you with something. It just feels like very generous energy coming from them. I think they realize that you're someone they want to give to, and I think they want to give to you fearlessly and with no anxiety around it. And I think the anxiety comes from them, not because of something you did, but you may be mirroring this energy as well. You may also have a similar energy when it comes to committing to someone, especially if you've had like a lot of rough energies in past relationships where the dynamic was off. But I feel like this person sees you as an absolute equal, and it feels like they see you like for who you are. And I think they really, really appreciate that. This feels like butterflies. Like, I'm seeing butterflies in my mind's eye, which of course makes me think of having butterflies in your stomach. And just being like really excited. It feels fresh. Even if you've known this person a lot, this energy for me would be very telling of how unchanged their feelings for you still are. No matter how long you may have known them for, this person, it feels like they still feel for you like day one. Or like the first moment they may have recognized that they have feelings for you. For some of you, if you have been in separation, they may have kind of pushed these feelings away or repressed them, but I feel like right now they're kind of resurfacing. Or if this is a new connection, I feel like the energy here will be distributed in that sense. For some of you, it might be someone very new. For others of you, this might be someone from the past that it didn't really work out with. But if this is someone new, I feel like they are just falling for you. And I think they're not mad about it. I feel like they are enjoying the experience as well. Like, I can't really stop smiling. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but this is a beautiful energy. So let's clarify a little bit more. What has this person? We have the Two of Pentacles. This card, the second house card, is also the Two of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands, which is my card for potential and growth. But let's see what else wants to come through. For some of you, I think this person sees you as someone they'd marry, but only take that as it resonates. That possibly will not be the case for every single one of you, at least maybe not at this particular moment in time. But I feel like they see you just as like, I don't know, it's such a beautiful energy. And we have the Fool here as well. So Aries energy could be significant, but it doesn't have to be. This person knows, I think they want to give it a shot. But there may still be some obstacles or some kind of waiting period involved with the Three of Wands as well. It's not necessarily the quickest energy. I'm just gonna give this another... I was just thinking of Leo energy, and we have Strength coming through. Leo energy has come out in every single pile, but we are still in Leo season as I'm filming this. So this season overall could just be significant in terms of the collective. We have the Emperor, some more Aries energy. We have the Hermit in reverse. I just heard I don't want to be alone. But don't be alarmed. I don't think this person wants you because they don't want to be alone at all. I don't think that's their reasoning. I feel like they may have chosen to be alone in the past, maybe because they felt like no one really was worth it or worth the risk, but I feel like they're realizing that you are, and they want to take this risk now. I'm getting a very action-oriented energy from this person. Can we clarify the... Thank you. We have the Knight of Swords. This is a very honest energy for me. Like very straightforward, very forthcoming. Don't think I've ever used that word in my life before, but ooh. Can we clarify the Three of Wands? I don't think this person expected to meet someone like you. Whether you just met them or you've known them for a while, I think they're still in awe of like who you are in general. If you are at a distance in any way, I think you're on this person's minds a lot. A lot of cards are flipping, but they keep going back into the deck. So I think you're on their mind a lot. And I think if you are at a distance, they want to hold you. Like, I feel like there's a desire to be physically closer to you, whatever that may mean in your situation. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. This is just like a lot of commitment energy to me, if I'm being honest. Like with the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, that Taurus energy, the second house energy at the beginning. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Pisces energy could also be significant. We have Virgo here with the Hermit as well. I think you've made them change their mind about taking a leap of faith, or like giving people a chance. They may be very selective with who they give their energy to. I also just realized this deck actually has a lot of like nudity. I don't know if nipples are okay on YouTube. I feel like they definitely should be. And that is my opinion. But I don't know what YouTube feels about nipples. So we'll see if this video gets censored or I don't know what happens actually. But you know, if these nipples are fine, then these nipples should also be fine. But anyway, moving on to clarifying the Emperor. Can we clarify the Emperor? We have Strength, so Leo energy did come through. And we also have the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person has been burned a lot in their past, and this could also be your energy, but I think they're realizing that they have a lot to offer and they want to offer it to you. That's what I'm realizing. There's a lot of major arcana here as well. Like half the cards are majors, and I feel like with the Four of Pentacles being the bottom deck energy, this person is careful. They're not someone who jumps into things if they feel there's no potential. And I feel like that's why there may be some hesitation with commitment, not because they don't think there's potential, but I feel like it's been a while since they've jumped into something that meant a lot to them. I feel like they don't want to mess this up at all. And I cut the deck in half, and we have the Empress, and we also have the Emperor. And what did I say? This is like an energetic match. This is counterpart energy. We have the Wheel of Fortune right behind the Empress, so that makes me feel like the Venus card, by the way, is also the Empress in the tarot. So we already have the Empress. But the Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse, I feel like maybe they haven't been that lucky in love before or in intimate relationships. And they may still not be entirely ready for something of this sort, but I feel like they don't want to let you go and they don't want to lose this opportunity. I feel like they have really connected with you in a way that they didn't really expect to connect with anyone at this point. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. I think you've changed their perspective on a lot of things, and I feel like you've made them change their mind about relationships or commitment as well. This is probably still an ongoing process, but I think they've kind of made up their mind about you, that they want you. I mean, we have the Ace of Swords. I feel like they have a lot of clarity on that, and I feel like they have already come to this realization. I feel like there's a lot of passion here as well. I cut the deck in half, and we have the Ten of Wands. And typically, I wouldn't necessarily read this as passion, but in this deck especially, I can't read it as much else. I mean, I'm just getting a really strong, fiery, passionate energy from this. So there is that, but let's get you some channeled messages to see what this person might say. I do feel that the energy here will be separated in the sense that for some of you this might be from the past, for others of you this might be the present, or someone you just met, someone you don't really have a lot of history with. But let's see what comes through. We have, I've been thinking about you a lot lately. Hello again, I'm back. You probably didn't notice I was gone, of course, but I was talking to my sister, so I had to go for a little bit, but I'm back. So let me just give these a little shuffle so that I can focus on the energies again. And we can see what this person wants to say. We already have one card that kind of flipped, and it is, I'm not ready for this. Ooh. We have, I love our friendship. So I feel like this person sees you as kind of a companion before anything else. A companion as in, I feel like they really value the friendship underneath it all. Or for some of you, this might even be an old friend or someone that you built a friendship with first, or they might be a very, very strong intellectual connection as well. That's kind of the energy that I intended that card to reflect, rather than just like a friend zone kind of thing. But you might be friends for some of you with this person as well. And maybe you're unaware of their feelings for some of you, but I feel like the majority, this is a romantic interest. given the nature of the reading and the energies that came through. But we also have, I have faith in this situation. Ooh. We have, I'm terrified of losing you, and I dropped a bunch of cards, so I'll just pick them up. Okay. What else wants to come through for pile 4, please, universe? Messages for pile 4. We have, I want to spend time with you. My voice is doing a thing again. We have, I feel really overwhelmed. This isn't over. There is more to come. And I dropped another card. We have, I'm so grateful to have met you. All right. Let's also get you some messages from the message bag. Anything else? Okay. I've never felt this way before. I look for you in everyone I meet. I destroy every good thing in my life. So they may have been very unlucky in relationships before. And we also have, I know I owe you an explanation. So for some of you, this person might have been a little bit avoidant, or maybe they've been acting like a little strange. I feel like they are honest with you, but they may have just been withholding some information in terms of how they truly feel. It just feels like they have things to say to you. I feel like this is what this energy is about. But of course, you are the best judge of your situation. What was that? Oh, yes. Moonology cards. How could I forget? I can't get through a reading without these cards. Let's get you some advice or see if there is any additional information that wants to come through. I just saw nothing is yet set in stone, which is one of my favorite cards. We have a time for healing. You may still be healing from the past, or this person might be as well. We have the energy is gaining momentum. This for me really connects to this card with this isn't over. I feel like this connection is probably not in its final state yet. We also have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. I feel like you're both either in or coming out of cycles of healing and empowering your own self and recognizing your worth. I feel like you're really embodying a lot of strength, both of you. And you may have manifested this person for some of you. You possibly manifested each other, if I'm being fair. And I just got the deck in health, and we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So if there is a union here, I feel like this is very telling of how healing this is going to be, how beneficial, how mutually beneficial it's going to be. I feel like this is a completely different energy from what you may have experienced in the past or what this person may have experienced in the past. But yes, this is all I have for you, my beautiful pile fours. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, there could be a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. I'm sending you tons of love, tons of light. Take care and bye.